Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to InfernoKun, back with The Walking Dead, the final season. This video is pre-recorded. I'm recording it on June the 4th, so I'm away at my army annual training. So this is the week of E3, so Telltale actually showed some information that I, have not covered yet. Hey, I can't do anything about that. I am away, and I'll get to it when I get back. Okay, anyways. Going into the video topic for today, which is about the fate of Kenny. Okay, it's a very important video that I wanted to get to because Kenny, man, Kenny, taking some beatings in life. Okay, taking the beating in season 1 where he almost died, in season 2 where he kind of got beat by a Carver, and then in season 3 where he got beat by a car crash. Yeah, some Game of the Year writing right there. But what am I talking about? The fate of Kenny. So pretty much, there's one ending in season 2 where you choose to actually go into Wellington without Kenny. I know most of you chose to go with Kenny outside of Wellington to basically survive there, but of course he dies by walkers and being paralyzed in a car crash caused by Clementine swerving off the road. And some people think that actually Clementine going into Wellington is probably the best ending, so he actually doesn't die like that. Okay, for the most part, Kenny is just out there. He left with a bag of supplies after Wellington and pretty much never heard from him again. No kind of hint of what happened in A New Frontier or anything. And people have been wondering, wait, what happened to Kenny? Is he going to basically just be gone forever? Or maybe is he going to come back in the final season as a tribute to people actually going into Wellington without Kenny? A little treat for them. That would be very, very, very weird and very kind of, cool to see, but I don't think so. Okay, so for me at least, I think that they killed both Kenny and Jane for a reason, because they are too much to handle. Adding them into the final season or A New Frontier would be too much work. Okay, having them do extra scenes and extra animations and voice lines just to have these two different characters and possibly them not even existing, having both the ending with Kenny, ending with Jane, and ending being alone, that would be a lot of work to actually go ahead and create into a whole season. Have a scene where Kenny has to be present, and then somebody else's game had to have Jane present, and then after that having no one present. That is definitely a big commitment and a bunch of work for an episodic schedule. That's a lot of work, okay, in a short amount of time. So pretty much, I don't think they're actually gonna do that. Okay, I know a lot of you think that hey, they're gonna bring Kenny back in the final season if you went into Wellington and Kenny went out into the woods with his food and stuff like that. It sounds really cool. I hope they can do that, but it's very unlikely. They wanted to get rid of both Kenny and Jane to basically cut off the weight of having, such a difference in this game. It's definitely unfortunate. Both Kenny and Jane were great characters and they deserved more time than Telltale allowed us, but for the most part, it probably won't happen. It would be cool to see like a little Easter egg of like a trace of Kenny being there. Maybe you go ahead and at one scene you find Kenny's hat or something. Actually, he gave AJ the hat, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go into basically the what if or what happened territory. Okay, so what happened once Kenny took his bag of supplies from Edith and went outside the walls of Wellington? Okay, so what I'm thinking, what comes to my head is that he pretty much camped out for a while, or just camped out somewhere near for a while, or maybe found a group or maybe some survivors or something, because obviously, judging by what happened in the Wellington ending, it's been a while and they got attacked as well. So Kenny obviously didn't get let in after a year or two waiting. So maybe he didn't actually come back to Wellington. Maybe he didn't want to go back, or maybe he even found a new group to survive with or something like that. So those are some possibilities that could have happened. Worst case scenario, he probably died, but that's just up in the air. But for the most part, obviously he didn't end up in Wellington with Clementine and AJ after time has passed, after he wanted to just wait until they had more space for him. So here's where the unlikely possibility of him coming back in the final season could happen. Since he never actually came back to Wellington, he probably moved on far away maybe. He could actually, bump into Clementine once again in the final season. It's definitely possible. It's definitely not possible as well. But hey, it's a really, really, really big reach. And I know most of you Kenny fans are hoping for it to happen, but I'm not sure. And to put it in the words of Kylo Ren himself, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. But I've seen most people have their own headcanon that, of course, in that ending, Kenny went off and lived happily ever after. I've seen that a lot on the forums and Twitter, that people want it to happen and just want it to be like, hey, we don't know what happened for real, but in my perspective, that he went off and lived happily ever after alive somewhere. So not sure if that is the case, but hey, that's all people can hope for at least. So for the most part, hey, I wish they would retcon a New Frontier, but it's set in stone. Both Kenny and Jane are dead for the most part, in terms of just them dying on camera in that way that they did. Okay, they're dead, and it's very unfortunate and very sad, and was also very stupid. But hey, hopefully season 4 will be great regardless, and that's pretty much my stick at the matter here. So what do you guys think about what I said in this video? Do you guys think that Kenny's actually coming back in the final season, or is he just going to be left unknown like Lily or Molly or Krista, or maybe even that's all, I think, or Arvo, Mike, and Bonnie, all of them? So pretty much, what do you guys think about that? Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on what I discussed in this video. I want to see them. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you guys have enjoyed to see more Walking Dead content on this channel. I'm InfernoKun, and I'll catch you guys next time on The Walking Dead. Probably a pre-recorded video, but hey, another one.